Here we go with a healthy eating lasagna. I've already cooked the mince, the onions, the garlic, any herbs, spices you want in there, tomato passata, tomatoes that were chopped, 5% fat mince to keep it all healthy. Yep, and then we're going to start on the Pressure Cooker Pro. So with my Pressure Cooker Pro, you can see I've stuck things to it before. So with this lasagna, I had a top tip. And that was, you spray the bottom with fry light and then you layer it with onions. So there's your fry light, and then there just goes in your onions. Actually, I think I'm going to put passata in first as well. So just layering up some onions just so you haven't got pasta sticking straight to the bottom of it. Because if not, you get black pan like I've had before. So nice bit of onion at the bottom, and my passata. So we've got my passata here. I'm just going to put that some in the bottom too. So and then we're going to lay it with pasta. So I've laid it with pasta. Now it could be normal pasta, it could be gluten-free pasta, but you know what? If you didn't want pasta or you had a dietary need, you could layer it with long strips of things like leeks, or aubergine, or courgette, or any other vegetable. And if you were vegetarian, you didn't want to make it with 5% fat mince, or you could make it with corn mince, you could make it with layers of vegetables. Or do you know what? You can make a baked bean lasagna and put baked beans all over this. Nice, cheap, filling and protein. One layer of mince already gone on, and then I'm going to top it with some more pasta sheets. So following that other layer of pasta, I've put a load more passata on it, and then I'm going to put some more mince, another layer of pasta, and then I'm going to talk about the white sauce. I thought I may as well add a few more of those onions from that onion that I sliced and put on the bottom. I'm going to be using some natural fat-free yoghurt, but you could use quark, some eggs, and a pinch of nutmeg to make the white sauce. I'm going to whip it all up in my bowl. I am one for guesstimate. As you can see, I've used pretty much all of the yoghurt, 2 eggs. I'm going to pour this over now and then add my nutmeg on the top. There we go, all good to go. I'm just going to put it in the Pressure Cooker Pro. So taking the lid off my Pressure Cooker Pro and popping this in, I'm going to put it on stew, but for 9 minutes. Because it doesn't take long to do a lasagna with the meat already cooked. So we're going to pop the lid on and close the valve. Make sure it's down. So all good. Set at 9 minutes. We're going to leave it. Now with a lasagna, I would suggest that once it's cooked, you let it power down on its own, and then you turn it off. It will keep things warm for up to 24 hours, but I found before with a lasagna that if you don't turn it off, it's too runny. You need to let it cool down a bit to set before you get it out. So I'm going to leave this and I'll come back to you. Can you hear it starting to bubble? It's starting to make that steam. All the time you've got your catch down there, you just wait for that to pop up. See, it's the only place the steam is coming out of the whole of your Pressure Cooker Pro that it's about to pop up any time now. There's no need to be scared of this. There you go. It's stopped now, which means all the pressure's building up inside of it, so that it's going to be cooking that food lots quicker. Nothing to get burnt on. You can't undo the lid because it's pressured up, and that is going to now start counting down. It's 9 minutes to just leave it, and even when it gets to 0, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to be pulling up the pressure. I'm going to let it depressurise down on its own, just because I'm in no rush to eat it. And then I'm going to let it cool down a bit anyway by turning the whole thing off, so that the white sauce starts setting, but I will show you later. So it's all ended now. I'm actually just going to turn it off at the plug, and then it'll be fine. just let it cool down all on its own. I'll come back to it in a little while. I've lifted it out of the pressure cooker pro. It's had time to cool down a bit and thicken up. I've lifted a portion out, and there is about 1/4 of the lasagna. Done. Lovely.